Hi, this is the Raider family. My name is Samuel.
Hi, and my name is Symphony.
And I'm Nia.
This is our family. This is Abram.
Abram.
I am 28 years old. Symphony, how old are you?
3.
Good job. I'm 25.
So this is our Q&A.
Abram is 6 months old.
We took questions from our subscribers and viewers from the last couple of videos, and we're going to answer those questions now. How did we meet and fall in love, and how did our relationship start? So our relationship started in high school.
Yep. I was 15 years old when I met Sam. And Sam was 18.
I remember that.
Well, I was in the crew for a play that Samuel's twin brother was acting in. And so we were at play practice after school. And I was just sitting in the cafeteria with some of my friends waiting for it to be over. And Samuel came in to sit down and wait for his brother to get out of play practice. So that's where we met, at play practice. And
we locked eyes.
yeah.
She was on stage, and I was staring at her, like high schoolers do.
For a little while.
And she smiled at me, and I was hooked.
I was hooked as well.
It was love at first sight for sure.
Before that happened, though, when he was sitting at the table with all of our friends, there was some mega flirting going on. And I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was like, who is this guy? He is so cute. And Sam was a troublemaker in high school, so I was really surprised that I was so immediately attracted to him and like in love right away, pretty much.
So the next day, I asked my little brother to go get her number for me.
What little brother, Daddy?
Andrew.
For you?
I asked Uncle Andrew to go get her number for me, and then what happened? You refused.
Yeah, I was like, no, if he wants my number, he can come and ask me himself.
Yeah.
It was hard.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah, I think you came and got it.
Oh, okay. The question was also, when did we fall in love? I think it was day one, honestly.
I do too.
So it was about 5 years later. I proposed, and we've been together for about 10 years total now.
Almost 10 years, yeah.
Yeah. Our next question came from Seraphim Airsoft, one of our biggest fans, and our pastor, and our friend. His question was, what are the least and most favorites of vlogging so far? We recently started vlogging. It's been about how long?
Like a week?
It's been a week or so. So my least favorite of vlogging so far is having to talk to the camera, or to myself rather, and having to communicate verbally. I've always been, my form of communication was art and photography, music, and that kind of thing. I've never been good at communicating verbally, so this has been a real challenge for me. So I think that's my least favorite part about it.
My least favorite part is probably just having to have the camera on during parts of my routine day that I'd rather just like quickly do what I gotta do and not take the time to talk or video during that. But I'm learning.
Time to do it.
Yeah, just taking the time to do it.
So my favorite part of vlogging so far, we haven't had a chance. I think we haven't had time to actually go over these questions. So these are pretty spontaneous answers, just so you know. Just hearing from the users and the encouragement they give us, that's just so exciting. It's such an awesome thing to hear people are encouraged by us and motivated by us, and so I've loved that my family can motivate people. Mr. Proxy Code Music, or Mrs. Proxy Code Music, asked an interesting question. He said, would you prefer to live in a world where gummy bears walked, or in a world where hoverboards existed?
Oh my gosh.
I thought about that one since I read it, and I thought about living in a world of gummy bears, but I think there'd probably be some kind of trail from the gummy bears, and I think it'd probably end up being pretty gross having gummy bears walk around. So I went ahead and I'm going to go with hoverboard, because I love to board. I've skateboarded, and I love to wakeboard, and I love to snowboard, so why not hoverboard? What do you think? What would you prefer, big gummy bears or hoverboards?
That's a tough one, because this might be kind of dumb, but I don't totally know what a hoverboard is. Is it like those things that you glide, like
right
you go on the water?
Back to the Future. You can.
Oh, definitely a hoverboard then. That sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Definitely a hoverboard.
Okay, next question from Tanya Owen and Snow White Sally. They asked the same question. They said, are we interested in having a P.O. box? so they can mail us gifts and cards. And yeah, I'm interested in getting gifts. Who isn't interested in gifts?
I don't know.
So are you interested in
I'm
opening
definitely
a P.O.
interested.
box?
I actually got the little form to fill one out. So we'll be opening a P.O. box soon. I guess we'll keep you updated on what the number or whatever will be.
Alright, perfect. So yes, we're very interested in that. Next question comes from Marty Marge. Symphony, this is for you. Marty Marge asked you a question. She wants to know what you want to be when you grow up.
I want to be
Talk loudly.
Anna.
You want to be Anna?
Uh-huh.
She wants to be Anna when she grows up.
So you want to be a princess?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Of course she does. She also wants to know, what is your favorite thing about Mommy and Daddy?
My favorite thing about Mommy and Daddy is Halloween.
Oh, cuddling.
What about Mommy? Same?
Same thing? That's your favorite thing just about us in general?
Okay, so you gotta have a different answer. What's your favorite thing about Abram?
My favorite thing about Abram is going in the bed with him.
Okay.
Baby crib.
Well, there you go, Marty Marge. Her favorite things about us. Mondu Sundome asked us to show some pictures.
This was like what we looked like right around the time we got married. So it was like, this was like what you first see at our wedding. And you come over here, and there's baby pictures of Sam and me. And then there's like pictures of us, what we looked like when we met.
There's a picture of us from high school. Me with my long hair, and I don't know if you can see it. Sorry, if you can't see these, we'll post them as individual photos.
Our first pumpkins we carved, Sam's first rock show. This was my bedroom in high school. We were playing Scrabble. That's our game. This was like one of our first kisses.
One of our first kisses?
One of them, that's what's in there.
Okay, next question comes from F3A000. That's 000 or 000. What do we like most about each other? What do you like most about me, honey?
Oh, there's so many things.
Just one.
Oh my goodness.
You only pick
Okay.
one. I know I'm a great guy.
He's a great guy. My favorite thing about Sam is that over the years, he's never failed me. Like, I always know that I'm important, and now that we have kids, I always know that we are important to him. You know, and he's a man, and you know, men don't like show their feelings or whatever like us girls do, but nevertheless, I still, for the most part, I always feel like Symphony, Abram, and I are the most important thing in his life. Even, you know, that.
Good, I'm glad you realized that, because you definitely are. I had to take a brief intermission. The UPS guy just showed up with my new camera. Anyway, my favorite thing about Nia. My favorite thing about Nia is I love that she chooses to get up in the morning, have a good attitude. She chooses to be happy, and that rubs off on all of us. And I think she's just one of the strongest links in the family, chain links in the family. And she's just awesome for that, and that's my favorite thing about her. That I can think of on top of my head. There's so many of them.
What and Marcia Mew want to know, where does Nia find the energy to do so much and stay so skinny? I have really awesome kids and a really awesome husband, so they motivate me to do things for them and for our home. But I would say ultimately the place I find like my peace and energy is through prayer and just being connected with God, and also people who encourage me through God. You know, having godly friends and women, mothers, our mothers, just being connected to people who are also connected with the Lord.
Good.
That's my answer.
I think what gives her energy too is God on top of, she chooses to be energetic. She doesn't get up and say, I'm too sleepy. She gets up and says, I'm going to tackle this day, and I'm going to have a good attitude about it. I've seen it several times. She makes a choice, and she doesn't make excuses.
You do what you gotta do, you know? Okay, Felipe said, you fear God? Question mark?
Yes. Just want to be clear, yes, we do fear God. I fear God in two different ways. I fear Him as in I respect Him, and I have the utmost reverence for my Creator. And I fear His discipline on me. I fear to make Him angry or to make Him envious. I mean jealous, not envious, but I fear to make him angry. I fear to get on his bad side. So I fear him in 2 ways. Thanks for the question.
Kathleen Ya and Kathy June want to know, what is the story behind Symphony's name? It's a cute story. We were laying in bed one night and we were just like going through names. And originally Symphony's name was Harmony True. That was the name for her all through high school when we dated.
That's right.
And so one day I was grocery shopping and I saw Hominy and I thought it just grossed me out. And I was like, it's too similar, blah, blah, blah. So I came home, we were discussing it, and Sam was like, let's just start saying music names. Just anything that comes to your head. So literally we were in bed saying like,
Orchestra.
Trumpet, guitar. And then Sam was like, symphony. And literally it was like, this light bulb went off in our heads or like in our hearts or like my tummy or something. And you talking to that book? It's nap time. And so that's how her name came about. We kind of tossed it around for a little while. We talked to our families about it and stuff, and that's how her name came about. Can you spell your name?
S-Y-M-P-H-O.
What's next? What's after O?
N.
Wow.
Good job.
Kathy June and the Fox Asia would like to know, how many kids do we want? So we should talk about this on the camera. No, I'm just kidding.
Originally, we just wanted 1. We were just going to have Symphony. This guy was a surprise, so now we want 2.
I agree with that.
Maybe we'll have another one. Right now, it's still up in the air. Or actually, she's pretty sure she doesn't want another one right now.
Tom Bastable
Bastable?
Bastable? Is that what you think? Wants to know the most possible thing to happen since we went viral.
That's supposed to be positive.
Oh, okay.
He wants to know what's the most positive thing since our video exploded, our lip sync video went viral. Hearing from the viewers, we've got some pretty touching messages from people all around the world, saying that you know, we've encouraged them and we've made a difference in their life. It's pretty incredible that that single movie has touched so many people in such a personal way. We've gotten messages from people in hospitals saying we've helped them in the recovery. Of course, we give all the glory to God for that, but it's just so awesome to hear that. We've gotten people, we put a link to our church. One man wrote our pastor even and said that he was completely moved by his messages and that he's back into church now.
I definitely have to agree with all of what Sam just said. The first thing that came to mind when I read the question was the guy that Sam was referring to, who wrote our pastor, saying that, you know, he's a Christian and he just, you know, he just needed something to get his spirit just moving again, or, you know, and so definitely the fact that people are growing closer to the Lord through Frozen lip sync is gotta be pretty awesome. Okay, last but definitely not least,
We had to put Abram down. He's getting too cranky. So Dobie asked, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I'm going to ask Symphony that. Maybe she'll know. Hey Symphony, I got a question for you.
What?
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I don't know. Maybe like 7?
7?
Yeah.
That's a good answer. She says 7, so there you go. So that wraps up our Q&A this time. We'll probably do another one.
good job.
So that wraps up our Q&A.
Mommy.
Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for subscribing to our channel. We're going to keep doing this. We're having so much fun with it, recording our family. I love making videos. I love editing them. I love watching my family on video. So thank you so much for supporting us. We love you guys. And God bless all of you.
Yeah, thank you for all the support. We love you. God
Everyone
bless.
woke up.
Abram wasn't cooperating. He's got to have some milk right now.
Stop
Or not.
me.